Okay, so we just had sell our stuff, and I was saying we're gonna go and fetch not Shadowheart, but fetch Karlach. Awesome. So there's a little shortcut
Better take a look.
that you can take to go and get her. No time to talk. I saw a video of someone saying it's nice how they're like older characters and you can hear them struggling to climb. Feels relatable. So you can see her right here. Well, you can't see her right now, but she's right there. So if we cast, I think I don't have the spell yet. Let me see. Like if everyone had Feather Fall, you could just jump and not hurt yourself. Do I need another level? I think so. Ugh. Soon.
That way.
What's next?
So instead of going around the whole map, you can just jump right there, but it's a little bit of a jump. I think I would hurt everyone. So instead, why don't we go
Let's see.
and ask around for a cure?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Keep your feet planted.
What to bring?
And just do small interaction to get my level and get my Feather Fall spell.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
I will prevent them from killing Saza.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move!
I saw a video from the voice actress saying she was like playing Saza and she was like, if you don't know my character, did you let them murder me? And I thought it was pretty funny. Oh, Shadowheart is not very convincing. Game could be louder. Perfect. Let me adjust that. Just a bit. Tell me if that's better.
Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
What would Cannon think of you?
Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
If she dies, she'll take everything she knows to the grave.
If you
Let's
believe
be
anything the beast
pragmatic
tells
about
you,
it.
you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
You bunch of softies.
Yes, Gail?
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments.
What's the Yawning Portal?
An inn in Waterdeep. Oh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist.
What was the standoff about?
Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room.
I never heard him tell that story before. What happened next?
I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'd drink to that.
All right.
You're gonna be. Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Cleric, the Absolute? If that's your god, I don't know them.
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
You've got my interest. Have any holy literature on you?
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
Swig a flag of acid, really? Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
Right. Not a chance. You can rot in that
Suit
cage.
yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
She's so fun.
Feels like we're all waiting to die.
We can go. I'll go and get Lays also. We can check up that quest. Lazel, come with me.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Benevolence. The do-gooder. I'd like you to join
Make
me.
space, and my might is yours.
And you can trail it with Gale, I guess. For
Ready
now.
for battle.
I wonder when the goblins will come.
And it's him right there.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
I will talk instead of her because I know she's gonna
You
get
dare interrupt?
a
Has
little
the
bit
tadpole
much.
ravaged your senses?
Yeah, no, I don't want to piss her off.
Bow.
I changed my mind. I don't want to upset the
Lower.
frog. She's serious. You better get on your knees fast.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate. Near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
What's that little stare?
Up.
Little
You can
side eye.
keep your innards.
By the dead gods, are all Giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
So gentle.
You say that like you're looking forward to it.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I'll grant you this much, Lae'zel. You're not the worst interrogator I've seen.
Tch. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
What do you mean,
The
purification?
Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Alright, keep your secrets.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
I've got food, water, my dagger.
I'm just sad.
I don't think we have speak to animals. I'll wait.
This way.
Keep a blade close.
So,
Shadows.
I prefer to use a rogue for this interaction because he got a
Hold up your
different
hand,
one.
mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Nicely of hand, Amher's flourish, right?
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is.
Then we do the trick. Vanish the ring with the reverse hammer flourish.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Okay, I've seen that you can like get the kid to be upset by asking him again and again. So let's try that. Hold on, one coin toss doesn't prove anything.
Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Tails.
Tails! There. Happy?
Not yet. Flip the coin again.
Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails?
Yeah. Don't you think? She's right there. I'm just using Astarion for this interaction because I like the rogue options.
Tails! There. Happy?
No. Flip again.
Mister, come on. Okay. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. There. Happy?
No. Again.
Fine. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails! There. Happy?
No. Again.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. There. Happy?
How many times? I think you have to do it around 10.
You're killing me here, mister. You really are. Just take the ring, huh? Free sample.
Yes.
Now, you want to take a look at the other stuff I got? Or maybe you just want to go?
Let's see.
You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
So I just hear the check, but I don't see them. It's annoying. Nah, don't need anything. Thank you.
Nothing.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Well, now, someone starting young. Who taught you that?
One of the big kids. How did you catch me?
Let's be kind. Encourage the stealing. You were just unlucky this time, but you got talent, I can tell.
Wow, thank you. I guess I'll try harder not to get caught next time. Bye.
Oh, so sweet. Bye. Okay, let's go back to...
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Yes.
I must keep going.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hell spawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Yeah, I'm pro thief. So, let's go save the other stealing child.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance. You, get back!
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now.
Kick back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
All right.
Yes, I see.
Better get to it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no.
Oh,
I hate.
she's gonna get scared.
In a world of demons and dragons,
You're scared of wolves?
Well,
Everyone's frightened of something. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Imprison her? She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
She has like no persuasion skill. And nature, like... I don't want to miss that roll. And save. I don't want to save Scum, but... You know. Yes! I'm getting better rolls today than last time.
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words.
Basil was like,
It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
A hot spike of pain overcomes you, and a strange image is thrust in your mind's eye. You are a little girl in a dark chamber. A hooded figure approaches, brandishing a rod.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Tila's pretty cute.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Oh, Will. Only a monster would threaten a child.
You would say so.
Oh, thanks for the follow.
You see
Kitsimo.
only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
This rite must be born of powerful
The
magic.
rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
What about no one gets harmed? I came on Zevlor's behalf, as people could perish if you force
And
them out.
mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do
I'll
more
speak to
than
Zevlor.
speak.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
So, when you sneak around here, there is a chest. Who's... Ugh. Can you leave, please?
Yes, let's.
You think?
Into the shadows.
He's gonna notice us.
A hero at heart.
Here, come here.
Heading out.
Just distract him.
Sure, why not?
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a
La la la. Sneak, sneak, sneak.
With ease.
'Cause we're thieves.
The element of surprise.
La la la. No one knows. So here, in that chest, you find the Faldarn Canticle, the Shadow Druid Doctrine. The book's spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inward. Balance is a myth. Where any clan tread nature's struggles, unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek to only tame beasts and raise flora. We are the thunder, we are the rain, we shatter mankind and grow new life in its place. And a note that says, Kaga, swamp dogs, tree, meet me alone, Orotan. And then we get to investigate Kaga. Just snooping.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Onward.
A brush with evil on Axe. An excerpt from A Brush with Evil, written by Elizabeth Amsut. It has been too long, dear reader, since we last sat together. I wish it was because I've been traveling far and wide, working to bring you more tips and tricks on how to triumph over evil. Alas, that was not the case, for I fell prey to a green hag. Worry not, I am alive and well, but I have spent the last 2 years in her service. One day, I will share what happened in that darkened cell, but not this day. Instead, I come to you with a warning. We have discussed hag before, they be of the night, green, or sea variety, and how they are not to be trifled with. But even with all my research, I never truly understood what it meant to encounter one. Evil beings, hag, rely on magic, deceit, illusion, and even blackmail to lure their victim in. I knew this. I repeated it many times to you, dear reader, but I did not realize their charm, their allure. I did not know I would come to love her. That I would yearn to please her. She strung me along, tempting me with my wildest dream. I thought myself clever, that I would be able to outmaneuver. I once bested a glabrezu. Wonder what that is. Surely I could handle a green hag, and she let me believe it until she sprung her trap. Hags delight in suffering, priding themselves on creating a new and inventive way to torment those in their care. And while I have escaped, I spent every waking moment in fear that either her or one of her sisters will come for me. For a hag coven does not let even the smallest of slight go unpunished. And so I rescind my previous guides to dealing with a hag, my suggestions for clever language and deceit. Instead, I offer these words should you ever encounter a hag. Run, and pray she does not follow. What a beautifully written book. Oh, before going there, let's watch the murals. And hopefully succeed our checks.
Forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious,
Hey?
Yet the monsters
be-
have returned. By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
Maybe someone else will? Ugh, I don't know. History. Astarion has some history. Let's try. Oh, a type of demon for the Glabrezu. Are they cool looking?
Blade at the ready.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
No. Does Astarion recognize it?
I'm behind.
By claw and
Blah,
tooth
blah,
from
blah.
the mural depicts a ritual, but
No one knows.
Can't afford to stay out.
Fine.
On I go. That mural.
darkest hour a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
I put that we don't get the perception check, but we still hear the dice roll, so it kind of defeats the purpose.
Towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You see vanquished foes heaped at the druid's feet. The fallen bear Shah's sacred symbol on their armor and banners. The inscription speaks of moonrise, a reference to vile Saluna, no doubt. She and her druid allies bloodied Shah's forces, but Shah persists. She thrives.
Oh, Shadowheart. If only you knew. Antidotes. A deep crease in the spine makes the booklet fall open to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corner marks it as an antidote for all known potions. This is it, the recipe that made me decide to publish my notes. The story might not interest you, but I shall record it for posterity. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe. Is it gonna be like those blogs, you know? Just pages as a page of text before the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my... It's literally like this. I remember when I was a child and my mother would make those cookies. Sipping my usual hot cocoa, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hand. A small child, human, stumbled through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for a stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved that child, but only I knew how. It felt like a crime. Recipe for 1 bottle of antidote. Salt of mugwort, suspension of bullywug trumpet. Method. Slowly trinkle salt into suspension. Stir clockwise until the concoction consistently turns almost chewable. It might turn slightly green, but this is purely aesthetic and has no effect on the antidote itself. And remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Try the same ingredients, form an extract excellence. And we learned a recipe. Detail report? Kinda wanna go read that too. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, and the grimy one? Someone has written Shadow Curse at the top of this page and a number of notes below. 3 infected, but still alive. malicious component to underlying magic, resist removal, attempt to infect caster. Range and severity of curse suggest divine origin. Umbral characteristic and vicinity to Shar's temple suggest goddess it herself is responsible.
Temple of Shar? Where? And what's this about a curse?
So many. Paw prints suggest an animal walked across the century, smudging everything except a few words. Animal scout scent. Eastern town, villagers possibly still alive, violent. A warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing human, elves and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of that divine image. Tiefling wearing their devilish heritage for all to see, walk among us as if they didn't owe their experience and all allegiance to the Lord. Below. These hell-touched people have infiltrated our cities, our organization, even our families. Oh my god. They can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said he hates nothing but vegetables? No, we can see their true nature plain as day. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around, I see drow, duergar, and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. But why should you accept them when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Obviously, I'm not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I'm not saying we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the tiefling back to the hells where they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. Please. Please.
Better start a conversation.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Just be patient.
This There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Healing?
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
More than tired, something crawled into my eye.
Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
Yeah, it did look something like that. What other kinds are there? It's not like a frog up into my eye.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
So there's a few of those painting around, and they're from our Divinity Original Sins 2. Fun little sneak peek. Oral Histories of Farron, the Spell Plague. This book is comprised of several chapters, one from each side source. It claims to contain first-hand transcription of the oral histories of several storytellers through the realm. Chapter 25. Cornelius and Temilius Wortywart. Halflings encounter on the Golden Road south of Inarlit. I met the brothers, or rather they found me, in the lower pass through the Fire Sheer Mountain. They had encountered a trail of golden discs along the path and had resolved to gather and return them to whatever fool had more coin than common sense. It was to our mutual embarrassment then that I removed my cloak to reveal my patchwork yellow hide. It was molting season, I explained, and a traveler on the road had not the luxury to shed their scale in private. Oh, is it a Dragonborn? As would be proper. I suspect they knew little of Dragonborn to be appropriately disgusted, and instead invited me to sup with them. Over a roadside fire, I learned of the purpose behind their journey. Cornelius. Luiren, my lad, our ancestral home, it was lost during the spell plague. Tomilius. Weren't nothing lost, gone. It's not Nan's lucky nor sure, is it? It's sick. Cornelius. Wasn't I there when the blue fire took it? I sure, what do you remember? You were knee-high to a gnome? I remember you crying. Maybe it was you that sank the place, going back to finish the job? Watch that lip, lest I flatten it. Only a fool speak ills of his homeland. Their brows were bristling dangerously, and so I diverted hostilities by speaking of my own people, ancestral home, the blighted world of Alfira, and the 1,000-year tyranny of dragons we lived under, until the blue fire of the spell plague brought us to this world. Right, another potato?
Head on in.
Druid's Notebook. This is an ancient notebook whose ink is faded and pages are starting to crumble. It's not easy, but some word can still be made out. Ketrick is finished, but it cost us the land. Darkness is fallen, corruption is everywhere. Chased by shadows, picking us off, druids and harpers alike. Our wounded were safe. I returned, searching for survivor. Lost, but I found his shade. I put it to rest and took his glaive. Blade infused with shadow, I have locked it away to serve as a reminder that even victory can taste bitter.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Is everyone being captured by my player these days? I didn't think it was a common experience.
Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halson suspected. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things, studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Would it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
I'm usually quite honest in that dialogue, but Shadowheart might be more secretive. It might. What are you telling me?
I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's
Victims
infected.
can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halson was desperate to find where all this was happening.
I don't know, I just woke up with it.
All right. I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please.
No.
You came to me for help. Do you want it or not?
No.
No. I can't let you leave. You could transform any second. This is the last time I'll ask. Please.
You're not asking, this is a trap.
To hell's with it.
Let's try to dodge it. You can't do that. You just imagine her stumbling away. Yeah, that escalated quickly.
You try
Like,
to
you
dodge
just-
her blow, but she catches you,
Oh,
scratching
no.
your hand.
She
There.
scratched me.
It's done.
What is
I'm
done?
truly, truly sorry. For what it's worth, the poison is painless. It'll be like going to sleep.
You poisoned me? Is there an antidote? Examine the branch. Grab the branch. Wait, you poisoned
Please,
me?
try to
That's
relax.
so cute.
This doesn't have to be hard.
Yeah, well, you poisoned me.
You can't have it. I can't risk you turning. You'd kill us all.
Do you mean to tell me you have the antidote in your pocket right now? Give it to me.
I won't. I can't.
But I don't have symptoms. I'm not changing. Try to recall the tenets of her order. Okay. She can't support this. And deception. Well, Shadowheart is unable to deceive. So let's do medicine. Oh, 15. Critical fail. She's like, blah, 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 blah. No words come out.
Same as the drow. But Master Halsin said he'd turn eventually.
Eventually? We could try. But like my -1, I don't know how high this check is. Like, give me times to find a cure. Yeah.
Gods above. It's a risk.
I convinced
Maybe
her.
you deserve a chance.
Yes.
All right. Master Halsin did say the drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too.
Oh, she has
Now this
proficiency
is a
in
vial of
charisma.
wyvern poison. It's quick and
That's
painless.
good.
Swear to me you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I swear in my lady's name.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you.
Oh, in history.
Here.
All right.
And here's the antidote. Do not mix those two up. I spent my life treating
don't
folk and
mix.
never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
Yeah, we're special. What do you mean should be
Mind
changing?
flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change? But she was saying that no, they murdered them before, just in case.
Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, He saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
So, go and get him?
I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me.
The way I see it, you have two options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice, truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you.
You don't know how many choices I have to make. It's non-stop choice making. You're sure he can cure me?
I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive.
This is a close-up on Shadowheart, but
your only option.
All right, I'll find him.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne.
Ugh, Selûne.
Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Did I promise to poison myself? I don't think I did.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Notes on drow parasite. Anatomical sketch of both a drow and an elytid tadpole are accompanied by notes written in an urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter. Elytid, undoubtedly. Yet, the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible sign of ceremorphosis on the cadaver. Most strange. The final note in a single underlined word. Altered?
Halsin sounds like the best chance of finding a cure.
We gain nothing by chasing strangers. Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
Yeah, I'm swearing on Shar with my, finger crossed. Yes, I swear to deceive. Hastily written note? Yeah, I didn't read. My dear Nettie, I entrust you with this circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Rat. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone, so be sure you have a good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet. He's getting lazy. Master Halsin. Oh, poor Shadowheart. What's called that book? Halsin Journal, Volume 1. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins, led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But that is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my fear. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Kaga will demand answer I don't have yet. I have better records.
What if Halsin is... No, don't go there.
Just speaking aloud, Nettie's that's one of the few things I find funny in stats for origin character, like why Astarion isn't a bard, yeah, or at least without a +1/2 in charisma. And as a chosen of Shar, Shadowheart isn't proficient in deception. Yeah, right. Maybe she forgot. that skill. But yeah, Astarion not having charisma is strange. And I will never choose the Arcana rogue. Like, that is his default. I don't understand. Where was I? I managed to capture it, and I have the host cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my... Yeah, I read that. Got my answers. I had better record of any further findings in a separate volume, and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusion.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Are we close to leveling up? So close. Yeah, Karlach is my best girl.
Find our master. Return to me then.
What?
Tell me what you find. Tell only me. Understand?
Right.
Fly quick. Fly safe.
Where are you going, bird? I saw there's like... I saw a video showing that there's a chest right there. Never saw it before. I don't think... Like, could... You think Lae'zel could get it? Does she jump high enough? Don't have fly yet, so... She doesn't have her... Get Yankee jump yet. Alright, fine.
Always sharp.
Yeah, I never noticed it. It's so well hidden.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Ugh, Volo. There's another hidden loot right here. Underneath this rock. You can find a little pendant. And it is lesser restoration. Let's put it on. So many hidden things. I've spent so much time looting every phase. And sometime, like 1 of 1,000, there's something in it.
Care about us. No one does. We have to look after.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
He's so sweaty. Why? We're encouraging the stealing, so that's not the answer for us. I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
I was fine.
Mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Just Will,
Isn't that how
the only one leveling up. Let's get a little flaming hands. Impact of the chain. Let's get our summons.
My faith protects me.
Let's go and see our Alfira. And who's got the best performance? Should I give it to Will? Well, probably Will, yeah. Let's make him learn
As ever.
learn to play.
Checking things out.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Stay silent.
Change? No. Damn it!
Are you alright?
No. I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
Give me that loot. I will help you. Let me see if I can help.
It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want.
Yes. Give me the loot.
I'll start from the beginning. We'll take it slow. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Performance. That's a high check, but I think we can fail it and we have another chance. 16, 20.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you pull the last light down.
He's taking it so seriously. Keep going. Yes.
Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Sorry.
That song was beautiful, worthy of a few tears.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
I'm sure your teacher would be proud to see you now.
She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. Keep the lute. Please.
Must be quite hard to play with those tieflings.
But thank you. I needed this.
Yes, and now we have proficiency. And we can play. Is the squirrel happy? Is it dancing? No. All right. We can update. Level up, everyone. Nothing to decide. Maneuvers. Disarming. Rally and distracting. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe the sweeping one. Menacing, yeah. never arcane trickster. But I kind of like the second actions, but we could do sneak. Yeah, I'll take thief, I think. Let's go.
What now? Over there.
Yeah. Second bonus action is great.
Hardly a challenge.
I haven't done a lot of like multi-classing. Okay, maybe stop and don't. Let me. Wait.
What am I to do? Let's try this way.
Let's go save the last little child.
Is someone singing?
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Something over there.
Thanks. Is everyone gonna follow? That's the surprise. You never know. Do I have silence? I will equip that for what's to come. And then you have call emotion? Yeah, I have it. So that's pretty practical for now.
Shh. Listen.
No, I will listen
Sweet
quietly.
melody beckons you. It vibrates with magic. A harpy's charm.
Wisdom. Our girl has... like, pretty sure I won't miss that.
The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Get back.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
Such pretty eyes.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get
I saw the cosplay of the sirens and it was so cool. Shadowheart, I wish you had your turn first. A little too far away.
What happened?
Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
Ouch. I'm not sure. Does calm emotion works on lords? Maybe I'm better blessing everyone. Not sure. I mean, we can't include will. Let's try. Worst case. Oh, it calms the harpy. And just a little potion. Last time Lazel was missing every attack, so hopefully this time she'll hit some. Haha. What are you doing, Will? Let's try this one. Damn, not too bad. Little potion. All right. Let's try and scare it away. No. And Raleigh. Good boy. She just threw a rock at me? A sharp rock. Still calm. So did it work? No, it's resist. Like there's no... The calming? I don't think the calming works. Where is... Who's singing? She's singing. I could silence her, but... Yeah, let's do that. That was pointless. Should have attacked instead. Tonight, 13. Target is too close, but threaten it does the same. Maybe try the concentrate. Yeah. Miss.
Time to strike.
Can't wait for her to have 2 attacks. Resist.
Let's do it.
Such a good song. Stop throwing rocks at me. $65. Maybe that's... She's been like hitting her Sacred Flame last time, so not this time. Fine. That. Oh boy. Our little... Ugh. Didn't see that. Nice.
I will ascend.
Right. 88. That's good. Mwahaha. Well, that's not very good. No more spells. 50-50. Just one chance. If we get closer, at least we're getting a opportunity attack. Will, don't die. 32, maybe a little pokey poke. And do we still have? Yeah, still have a few potions.
Time to strike.
And will he be safe? I'll give him another one, just in case. And then we'll go get Karlach. I think we should have our spell from Gale. Do you think she'll get it? 55. Yes. If I get there, am I on a rock? No, it doesn't help. Oh, maybe right here. Yeah. Doesn't improve a lot.
Victory awaits.
Oh, she's got her psionic jump. Maybe we could go see what's on the mysterious chest. Everybody's missing their turn? How about... Good job. Yay.
Are they gone?
Yes, they're gone. They like little tasty tieflings. They're gone, are you alright?
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Take it, breath, deep and slow. You're safe now.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
His eyes were purple earlier when he was lured. There's some loot there. Like there's a nest. And there's another one there. I mean, there's a letter in it. Let's go. Let's go read it. Just do a little nap.
Oh, I can keep going a little longer now.
Yeah. Okay. It's on group, so I don't have to. Let's go. I think maybe it was there. The nest is probably somewhere else. just show you every little corner that you might not know exists. 51 gold. Like a 50 XP just for XP for that chest. I think so. Jump, jump. Jump around.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
So a ring of color spray, I almost never use a spell. 2 bones and a letter in a book. I'm sorry. Miriam, I'm sorry it's been so long since I've written. A lot has happened. First, some good news. Maggie Two-Finger won't be bothering you anymore. You think she has no finger now? I paid her back in full. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, no murder. She should never have got your name in the first place. Now, for the bad news, my love, I'm not coming home. Not for a while, at least. The money came from a mercenary group. Probably best I don't give their name. And I've agreed to a couple of jobs in Icewind Dale in return. They paid me up front because, gods, it's so strange to write it. Because they needed a warlock. They needed me. I took the deal that the Cambion offered. I'm not going to say I had no choice because that would be a lie, but I don't regret it. I'm a new man. I feel strong for the first time in my life. Aside from being awoken in the middle of the night by the smell of sulfur, he likes to drop by to see how everything is going. I have no complaints. If you don't reply to this letter, I understand. And if you don't want me to come back at all, well, I understand that too. I love you, Miriam, and I want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. Edmund. Inscrutable Journal. We've followed Musharib instructions so far, but some things feel odd. I've encountered no creature along the way, only alien noises from all directions. Sleep evades us, and the muck on my boots has hardened into a permanent feature. Hopefully we find... Lost more hair this morning. I knew there were side effects to coming back, but I didn't expect it to be so... Iraq. I hear him laughing, the lamentation of the ones droning like a chorus. What is the purpose of this hellhole? He speaks through the wall, the ceilings, the floor. Is he the tomb? Is he? On the last legible page is a crudely drawn charcoal outline of a bearded devil's face, its mouth agape in a silent scream. And then I'm gonna go get Karlach. I'm still concentrating on the silence. Oh, there's 100 turns.
Might as well take a look.
Come on, guys.
So,
yeah. Oh.
You know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
His voice is so soft.
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
Ah, there it is. Oh, I thought there was a note. No.
I'll grab that.
Running around. Who should I bring with me to get Karlach? Maybe I'll swap Lazel or Astarion? Gonna ask him about the door.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring.
Dunny, isn't it? I want to see the dragon
He
slayer.
nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Thanks for showing me the door. No. We'll come see it with Karlach. Did I read that? A is for Azat and other gods. Hillmatter hears the martyr's cry, takes in the hill and the oppressed. When one to help the other dies, then by Illmatter they are blessed. Churgle, or so it's often said. Just hear them fighting in the background. Once gave away his bony throne for Kelemvor. He tracks the dead, makes sure that dead souls do not roam. Kelemvor, Lord of the Dead, will take your hands when death arrives. Make sure souls are correctly led to all their proper afterlives. Before going there, I'm just gonna make sure that we have the right spell with Gale.
Let's talk then.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Join me.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
Lazel.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
How adorable. Alright. Please get me Featherfall. And also it's super useful to have Long Strider. You can cast it on everyone and it's good until long rest. So you get more movement in your fight. Let's go.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me too. Where are my boots?
Don't say that.
I'm just
What?
sad and bored.
And bored.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
No rest for the legs of us. Rather important, no less. Alright, let's go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you handled Nettie when she poisoned you. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Stop flattering me. Can't say the feeling is mutual. That's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I
such
make a
kind
point
soul.
of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
I could pray on your behalf. My God, may offer some guidance on how you might be cured.
Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
You're telling me you're addicted to magic? Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm going to need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
I fail to see why you need me to help you with this. You've done fine without me so far.
A fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs or prise them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expected that much, don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. A bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises.
I got just a necklace you can eat. There. Oh, you don't want it now? Fine.
What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Where's that old bucket?
You're not here anymore, but we got plenty of things we can read. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast. With the dust of their journeys still clinging to boots and cloaks, the canny traveler will no doubt seek to secure accommodation within the city. Post haste, below are some establishments that are typical of what the city has to offer. The Blade and Stars, easily identified by its sign, a wooden shield boasting a curved blade against a field of stars. A handwritten scrawl in the margin note that the sign is currently not in place. This inn is comfortable, quiet, and highly recommended for travelers seeking to recuperate from their journey. Expect unassuming fare at a reasonable price, moderately clean rooms, and passably clean patrons. The Blushing Mermaid. For those seeking an altogether rowdier night in the city, the Blushing Mermaid should be the first port of call. Named for the life-size wooden mermaid on display, this inn is known for its ill-reputed patrons, frequent brawls, and altogether unsavory reputation. Nonetheless, I feature it here owing to great interest from my readership. I can only advise that you exercise extreme vigilance should you choose this establishment. The Elfsong Tavern. Most of this passage is eligible due to water damage, apart from the words and phrase near to the inner margin. Dimly lit, proprietor Alan, disembodied elvish singing voice. Let's just loot everything that's hanging. La la la. There's no one here to...
I think I'd make a fine teacher or a baker.
Don't think we have the key for that. From here, my little lockpick. I'm just carrying a Starion with me all the time for opening chests. Amazing. Another book, The Lessons for Sensible Living, or Cities and How to Survive Them. The first page summarizes the content The remaining page clumsily elaborate on them in great detail. On the not going to cities, the simplest piece of advice for sensible folks is to avoid cities entirely. 2. On marketplace. People often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in a city market than at the local village fair. Fools! To them I say, your fleeces and turnips will be robbed long before you reach the market square, and you will have only a few lumps and bruises to take home. On taverns, all sensible folks enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of their friends, but some of you may have heard tell of the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast. If body names like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard Starves were not sufficient warning of their impropriety, let it be known that you will be robbed long before you finish your first tankard, and will have only a few lumps and bruises for company. 4. On sewerage. Be like you keep a pot by your bedside and cast out the leavings into a communal pit of a morn. Sensible and cleanly behavior. Many cities have dispensed with such a simple method of hygienic living, and instead the waste of the inhabitants comes and flows through great channels beneath the very streets, a breeding ground for bucky creatures. 5. On becoming lost. Cities are far too large for you, and you will become lost almost immediately. A fellow once told me that Baldur's Gate is actually 3 cities in one, an outer, an inner, and an upper. I believe he thought I'd be impressed, but I simply spat in his eye and sent him on his way. Harrington Nettlin. All right. And before ending the stream, of course, we're gonna go get our best girl, Karlach. Let's just tell him we'll...
I heard what happened.
Go fetch the druid.
Thank you for protecting the child.
Of course.
If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
You need to go. Then get rid of her.
But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
Leave it to me. I'm not gonna murder her.
We'll see that you're rewarded. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness.
I will.
But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
Yes, indeed. So much letters. Oh, the devil you know. An autobiography.
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can and did.
Let them argue. Have you ever had a good change your blood?
Yes.
Is it a horrifying thing, even for those who may desire it? Yet, few tiefling wished for the Asmodeus to claim their bodies, only to be given no choice in the matter. It is not as if we were well loved before the Archdevil's gambit. Our people have always struggled against the notion of devilkin, as if a single drop of infernal ichor inescapably corrupts. How amusing when so many others willingly sell their souls to fiend, yet their culture as a whole escapes the blame. By what method can we redeem ourselves when the crime is not ours? I would drive a blade into every warlock that aided Asmodeus, damn ritual, but personal vengeance cannot undo the will of a god, much less one as slippery as the Lord of Lies. When every passerby thinks you a thief and a heretic, it is deeply tempting to become one. The only thing that has stopped me is knowing Asmodeus wants nothing more than for all of us to fall from grace. Front and center, a Thespian memoir. In fact, the greatest joy of my life hasn't been acting but becoming. When you choose a character to play, you don't just wear a mask, you take a little of their soul for your own. Whoever you are in your heart changes, if only by the faintest mote. Invasion plans for Eltergard.
Eltergard. Should have known. We're a good ways from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. An age map
Gnolls
of...
and goblins marked on the map. Travel won't be easy. When we get to Baldur's Gate,
all talking at the same
where are
time?
we enlisting?
I'm done, soldier.
An age map of Eltergard as is surrounding the cities of Baldur's Gate and Elturel are both marked, but it's the wilderness in between that's covered in notes, symbols, and ciphers, the freshest in marks and pictograph, of goblins and gnolls shown gathering in the forest and hills hereby. The South Coast, the Risen Road, the stained, well-tumbled page filled with traveling advice. Yeah, I don't think we read that. Those who seek to journey to the coast from the interior region lying to the east will typically seek out the Risen Road. Running parallel to the river Kiontar, the Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from Elturel to Baldur's Gate, and has proven tempting to travelers seeking an alternate to the river barges that sail the Kiontar. A portion of the road, approximately halfway between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, has in recent years developed into an enclave for Selûne worship, with a temple of not insignificant splendor lying near the road. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, has developed alongside the temple and can provide food and shelter to weary travelers. Farther east lie the citadel of Moonrise Towers, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods and folks alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a much steeper price. And a traveler guide to Baldur's Gate. Variety is the blood of the city itself. For better or for worse, the devoted will find a place to worship, the dedicated will find work to be done, and let it be fully understood by any who wish to visit, the criminal enterprises in Baldur's Gate thrives as heartily as the rest.
I hardly need a bodyguard, Tilsis. This isn't Avernus.
And on the origins of the Zentarum.
Looked like monsters.
An excerpt from the ongoing Metadex, rebound by Josefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denir for their heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext. Her gods' annals of lost and hidden knowledge. But perhaps, greater still than their monopoly as the continent's largest private army, the true achievement of the modern Zentarim is the sanitized image they present to the world. Viewed by most as an efficient, if unscrupulous mercenary organization, few would guess as a Black Network Dark Origin, as a cult dedicated to the dark god Bane. Once bent towards bringing all people to heel beneath his creed of tyranny and domination. Many amongst their ranks scoff when confronted with this fact, citing overblown conspiracies and reassuring me that the only gods to whom the Zentarim give worship today are the twin deities Profit and Power. This is not to say the organization has entirely shed its dark side, however. Alongside the clenched fist of their military, another hand works from the shadows to ensure that the network prospers even in peacetime. For just as vital as the movement of troops is, the movement of goods, legal or otherwise, and there is no border or market that is ever truly closed to one bearing the seal of the Black Network. Learning so many things. I read a lot of things in my first playthrough, but all the following one, I skipped a lot of the texts.
Goblins, gnolls,
Let's go talk to our Lacrissa.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
She's so cute, I love her. Try not to kneel over, will you? I don't see many soldiers. Not with that attitude. Fight and win.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Yes, I will gamble. Yeah, it's a bet.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
I'll see you there. I think there was a... Oh no, this is the fire blinking. All right, everyone. Ready to jump?
Lost in thought.
Have to go and select. I don't use that a lot. There you go. Whee!
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
If you say so.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Mm-hmm. Look at her.
Onward in her name.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
I'm not gonna call her monster. You're the devil we've been hunting, Karlach, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can
Put that
explain,
back.
but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Be practical. She's infected, same as us, and powerful too. We can use her as an ally.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
God, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil, and you know it. Everyone agrees,
Listen
even
to
Will.
sense now. Don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you?
No. Well,
I've been deceived.
glad you figured it out.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Shadowheart.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Never. Let's send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
What do you mean? Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do?
Yeah, Will can go back home.
All right. I know a shortcut.
Oh, really? You do?
Let's hop.
What's the shortcut, you know?
Together. Aren't you, Gay?
Sure. In silence.
All right. Perfect time. So I'll level up Karlach, and next week we'll go and get our vengeance on the paladins. I think I will do the Berserker and get throws, and with my bonus on throws, like that, it's gonna be a throwing barbarian. Awesome. Stick our little. Should we finish with the long rest, or it's already time? Yeah, I think let's finish with a little sleep.
Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
Yeah, just refilling my spell slots before we fight. And also, I think like I'll need to get Lae'zel if we want to have a chance at fighting them. Let's wait. Go talk to Will.
Let's chat then.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Someone said you on a Karlach's tale. I'd like to know who.
I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
I'd like to see the blade squirm. No. Penance? Should I be
You're
worried?
not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
And a little nap.
worth a try.
Like, Will really has the worst camp outfit.
She's coming.
We have to change him.
Will,
Shadowheart's face.
you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Well. Aren't you a luscious thing?
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlach meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
Just because she has a machine from her heart doesn't mean that she is heartless. Get to the point, Devil. What do you want?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
Everyone is so pretty in this game.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
On me?
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his.
Well,
Been a long time
I
since
forced him
someone
to
stuck
choose.
their neck out for me like that.
The best of us? No, I don't think so. You must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
Like, how is he supposed to sleep with those going? Like, you can't really lay on your back? You need a special pillow.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting
Boo-hoo.
devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Yeah, a harness so we can sleep standing up. That could be a nice, and like just a hammock, like But yeah, we'll get him a harness because his outfit is not doing it. What did you expect? She's a devil. Are they the paragon of honesty?
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. If I was infected, I could even call the hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in that contract that lets you out.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory.
You don't have a copy of your contract?
Clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
Yeah. We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Well, you're welcome, Will. Let's go. Who's snoring? And that is it for today.